Before we even start, I need you to hear this loud and clear. Right now, this very second, people are spending hidden treasure without knowing it. I'm not joking. Old coins, dirty coins, coins that look boring, coins you'd toss in a drawer or hand to a cashier. These are silent fortune. Welcome back to EagleCoins, and today we're exposing the top 3 most valuable ultra-rare wheat penny, super rare coins worth huge money. Do not spend these coins. These coins equal hidden wealth. Check your pocket now. Check your jar. Check that old box. These old coins is a treasure worth serious money. Collectors are fighting, auctions are shocking, and nobody talks about these. Each coin gets rarer, bigger, and more dangerous to ignore. Miss one detail and you lose life-changing money. Stay till the end, because what comes next gets insane. Rare U.S. coins alert. Big money coins. Do not spend these coins. Now lock in, because coin number 1 is already making people sick when they realize what they've lost. First coin number 1. This is the 1,937 wheat penny with no mint mark. And this coin is not loud. It doesn't scream. It whispers. And that whisper is quiet wealth. The moment you see it, you'd never guess the danger. This is one of those dirty old coins people spend every day, and that's exactly why it's terrifying. If you ignore this coin, you could literally be throwing away a silent fortune. Stay till the end, because one tiny detail on this coin changes everything. 1937 was not a calm year in America. The country was still under pressure, still crawling out of economic fear, still counting every cent. Money mattered. Copper mattered. Pennies were worked hard, passed fast, dropped, scratched, spent without a second thought. That stress is exactly why coins from this year were abused, overused, and destroyed. Survival is rare. Original survival is even rarer. And when a 1,937 wheat penny survives in very fine condition, untouched, uncleaned, still honest, collectors stop breathing for a second. Look at the front of this coin. Lincoln's face isn't flashy, it's serious, calm, almost watching you. On the back, those 2 wheat stalks frame the words that built this country. Simple, powerful, ordinary at first glance. And that's the trap. This coin was struck in copper-rich metal during a time when every resource was stretched. It feels solid in your fingers, heavier than modern sense, with that unmistakable old weight that tells you this thing has history. About 3.11 grams of real presence. Roughly 19 millimeters across, thin but strong, around 1.5 millimeters thick. And when you hold it, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like something that survived. And here's where collectors lean in close. There is no mint mark, no D, no S, nothing. That missing mark is not nothing. That silence is everything. It tells a story of where and how it was made, and in 1937, that matters. Minting pressure was brutal. Dies were used hard. Coins were rushed. Small imperfections, surface textures, strike sharpness, the way the wheat lines show, the way Lincoln's coat folds pop or fade, collectors obsess over this stuff. This detail changes everything. Now let's talk danger. Cleaning this coin kills it, wipes it out, erases the fortune. That original tone, that soft antique color, even if it looks dirty to you, that's gold to a collector. Clean it and you destroy history. Original surfaces are sacred. Professional grading is critical because one wrong move and the value collapses. This is not fiction. Why is this coin so rare today? Because most of them were spent into the ground. The survivors that still look honest, still feel right, still carry that quiet glow, those are disappearing. Collectors aren't selling. They're holding. They're locking these away. Demand keeps rising while supply is shrinking, and that creates pressure. Real auction pressure. Quiet rooms. Aggressive bidding. No noise. Just serious people chasing serious money. And here's the part that hurts. Today, this exact coin, in very fine condition, has reached a market value of around $270. That's not pocket change. That's hidden wealth. That's a life-changing opportunity people are accidentally losing every single day. So hear me clearly. Do not spend this coin. Never clean this coin. Original toning matters. Get it professionally graded. Check the date. Check the mint mark, or the lack of one. Check the surface. Be patient. Rushing is how fortunes disappear. Stay with me, because what comes next is even bigger. The next coin is rarer, more shocking, and even more dangerous to ignore. And most people wouldn't recognize it if it was sitting in their hand right now. Next coin number 2. Lock in right now, because this is one of those coins that looks harmless until you understand the danger. This is the 1,941 wheat penny with no mint mark, light brown shade, very fine condition. And this coin is a silent trap for people who don't know what they're holding. This is exactly the kind of coin people spend without thinking, toss into jars, scrape across counters, or clean without mercy. And every time that happens, a hidden fortune disappears. Do not spend this coin. Stay till the end, because one small detail on this penny flips everything upside down. 1941 was not a normal year in American history. The air was tense. The economy was shifting. The world was moving toward war, and the United States was preparing, quietly but urgently. Metal mattered. Money moved fast. Pennies were not collectibles, they were tools. They were used, abused, and ignored. That pressure is why coins from this year were struck hard, rushed out, and thrown into circulation without a second thought. And that's exactly why finding one today that still looks right feels almost illegal. When you see this coin up close, it doesn't shine like modern junk. It has that soft, light brown color that only time can create. Not fake shine, not polished nonsense, but natural aging. On the front, Lincoln's face carries quiet strength, clean lines still visible, not washed away. On the back, those wheat stalks stand tall, framing the words that built America. Simple, honest, powerful. This is an old coin that doesn't beg for attention, and that's why it's so dangerous to ignore. This penny was made from real copper, the kind you can feel immediately. Around 3.11 grams in weight, solid in the fingers with a diameter just under 19 millimeters and a thin profile of about 1.5 millimeters. It feels balanced, grounded, like something meant to last. When you roll it between your fingers, there's a presence modern cents don't have. Collectors notice that instantly. Now here's where the obsession starts. No mint mark, no letter, just silence under the date. That missing mark is everything. It tells collectors where it was made, under what conditions, and during a year when minting pressure was intense. Dies wore down fast. Strikes varied. Tiny details became rare by accident. The way the wheat lines show, the sharpness in Lincoln's jaw, the texture of the fields. Collectors stare at these details like detectives. This detail changes everything. Survival is the real story here. Most 1,941 pennies were destroyed by circulation, scratched, bent, darkened, or cleaned to death. Very fine condition with original surfaces is rare. Light brown original toning is rare. Honest wear without damage is rare. And once someone cleans it, that rarity dies instantly. Cleaning this coin is financial suicide. Original toning matters. Professional grading is critical. This is not optional. Collectors want this coin because it sits right on the edge of history. Pre-war tension. Copper at its peak importance. A final moment before everything changed. When examples like this appear at auction, things get quiet. No hype. No noise. Just aggressive bidding from people who know exactly what they're looking at. And once they win, they don't sell. They hold. They wait. Supply keeps shrinking while demand keeps climbing. And here's the part that hurts the most. Today, this exact 1,941 wheat penny, no mint mark, light brown shade, very fine condition, has reached a market value around $245 zeroth. That's not a lucky find. That's serious money. That's quiet wealth. That's a life-changing opportunity people are accidentally losing every single day. So hear me clearly. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Do not try to make it shiny. Check the date. Check the mint mark or the missing one. Look at the color. Look at the surfaces. Be patient. Rushing destroys fortunes. And don't go anywhere because the next coin is even more shocking, rarer, more valuable, more dangerous to ignore. Most people would laugh at it right before realizing they just gave away a silent fortune. Next coin number 3. Do not blink right now because this coin is the kind that ruins people's day when they realize what they've already spent. This is the 1951 wheat penny with no mint mark, extra fine condition, and this coin is a quiet assassin of wealth. It looks normal. It feels normal. And that's exactly why people are losing a fortune without ever knowing it. Do not spend this coin. Stay locked in because this is not hype, this is not fiction, and one overlooked detail makes this penny a hidden big treasure. 1951 was a strange moment in American history. The country was moving fast, rebuilding, expanding, pushing forward after war, and nobody was slowing down to save pennies. Money was moving. Inflation pressure was real. Coins were tools, not keepsakes. Pennies were slammed into circulation, stacked, scraped, dropped, and forgotten. That speed, that carelessness, is why surviving examples in extra fine condition are dangerously rare today. This was a year where coins were made to be used hard, not preserved. Look at this coin closely and you'll understand why collectors get quiet around it. Lincoln's portrait still has strength, detail, definition. The cheekbones, the jawline, the coat lines are still alive. On the back, the wheat stalks aren't flat or weak. They still stand proud, framing the words that built a nation. It's classic. It's clean. It's powerful without screaming. This is an old coin that doesn't need shine to prove itself. This penny was struck in solid copper, and you feel it instantly. Around 3.11 grams of real metal, not hollow, not cheap. Roughly 19 millimeters across, thin, but firm at about 1.5 millimeters thick. When you hold it, there's balance. There's density. There's that unmistakable old coin presence that modern cents completely lack. Collectors feel that before they even look at the date. And now comes the detail that flips the switch. No mint mark. Nothing beneath the date. That silence matters. In 1951, minting was under pressure. Production was high, and small details became casualties of speed. Dies wore unevenly. Strikes varied. Tiny differences in surface texture, wheat line separation, and field smoothness became accidental rarities. Collectors obsess over these details. They lean in. They slow down. This detail changes everything. Extra fine condition is the danger zone. Most 1951 pennies are worn flat, dark, damaged, or destroyed by cleaning. Finding one that still looks honest, still carries original color, still shows sharp detail without artificial shine is rare. And once someone cleans it, it's over. Value gone. History erased. Never clean this coin. Original toning matters more than shine. Professional grading is critical because one wrong move turns a silent fortune into pocket change. Why do collectors want this coin so badly? Because it sits at the edge of an era. It's the end of something classic. The wheat design was nearing its final chapter. Supply is shrinking. Demand is climbing. And when these appear at auction, it's not loud. It's quiet. Serious. Aggressive bidding behind calm faces. And when someone wins, they don't rush to sell. They lock it away. That's how you know it's real. And here's the punch to the gut. Today, this exact 1951 wheat penny, no mint mark, extra fine condition, has reached a market value around $230. Zeroth. That's hidden wealth. That's quiet money. That's life-changing opportunity. People are accidentally losing every single day. So listen carefully. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Do not polish it. Check the date. Check the mint mark or the missing one. Look at the surfaces. Look at the color. Be patient. Patience is how collectors win. Rushing is how fortunes disappear. And now listen closely because this matters. These 3 coins aren't myths. They aren't museum-only fantasies. They're hiding in plain sight. In drawers. In jars. In pockets. Being spent. Being lost. Being erased. Final thought before you go anywhere: if one dirty old penny can be worth serious money, imagine what else you're overlooking. Check your coins. Respect old metal. Slow down before you spend. Because hidden treasure doesn't announce itself. It waits for the person who knows what to look for. And if this shocked you, don't leave yet. The next video goes even deeper, even rarer, even more dangerous to ignore. Coins people laugh at, right before realizing they just gave away a silent fortune. Stay with EagleCoins.